Public Library, Harford County Economic Development, Visit Harford, Greater Bel Air Community Foundation, Rockfield Manor, Discovery Center at Water's Edge, Frito-Lay, Fred Ward and Associates, E+ Technology, Army Alliance, Bel Air Downtown Alliance, and working around, you see them going around taking pictures, Austin Hill Photography. Austin does a lot. So thank you for all the table sponsors. At this time, I'd like to introduce a guy that's he's been a town commissioner, he's been on the county council, he's been a state senator, and now he's our county executive. But the thing I'm most proud of him about is something we share in common. He's an alumni of the 101st Airborne Division. Our county executive, Bob Castle.
So, Pat, thanks very much, and want to thank everybody from the Alliance for.
Down.
Move back a little bit.
Down.
Thank you. I know I had some notes up here. Can I just ask that maybe the members of the delegation can just come forward? Because I know there's some of the senators and delegates are here. Can you just kind of come forward so people can actually see you? Because there's a lot of new folks in the crowd that don't know what our senators, who our senators and delegates. They hear the names, but they don't actually get to see who the faces are. So what's that?
Yeah, picture.
Yeah, come on the stage. Come on up.
Where's Steve?
So this is your team in Annapolis, and they're a great team. And I just want to make sure that the newer folks in the crowd, excuse me, get the bottle. No. The newer folks in the crowd know who they are. I mean, we got Delegate Mike Griffith, Senator J.B. Jennings, and what's your name? Senator J.C. Gallion up here. So, and I know some of the others couldn't make it, but I really want to give them a round of applause. These folks are on some important committees. They're down here to work for us. They represent Harford County. They represent you, and they do a really great job of it. So I just want to thank them for coming out here tonight and meeting folks. So please say hi to them and work with them. And get any money. Thanks. And we have just raise your hand when I go ahead. We have Joe Slicka and Joe Lawyers, Harvard Proving Ground, and Upper Chesapeake Medical Center. I know they both are well represented here, and I'm going to give them. And I'm not going to single out folks below that, other than that, because I'm going to forget somebody and embarrass them. But the partnership we've got, and my administration is going to, we've been out with APG working with them. We're only a month and a half in. We're in close alliance with APG. The previous deputy commander, Larry Mazzullo, is now working for us, did 15 years there. So we're going to forge those alliances. We're going to be working with the Army Alliance, with the Discovery Center and everybody else. We're going to close the gap. We're going to leverage everything that we can for APG. On the hospital, we've been out, we've done the tours. I want to give them a shout out for working with us. The COVID slowdown, I just want, we had a problem where our ambulances couldn't drop off people. We really were running into problems. And I just want to thank Upper Chesapeake for working with us. We've eliminated that problem. It's a teamwork, it's a team effort, and they've been tremendous partners with our administration in administering the health care in Harford County. I want to thank you all very much for your effort. As Pat said, so Governor Moore is a Army vet. And I was very pleased, as Pat said, that he mentioned Harford County twice in his speech, just referencing parts of the state, but he has our geography down, and I was really pleased to see that. Also really pleased to hear that he's sponsoring legislation that would exempt $40,000 of military retirement. So it's a huge step in the right direction. We all need to get behind that effort and salute and support Governor Moore for that effort. Look, I'm really proud to be up here representing Harford County, your county executive, and getting the word out. It's an easy sell, and I want to thank all you folks down here with the booze selling Harford County and Annapolis. You're doing a great job. It's now my pleasure to talk about our relationship and our partnership with Aberdeen Proving Ground. We were going to have General Edmondson come down. He's doing off. He has this other job that takes him around different places. He's easily distracted. I'm just kidding. Defending the world is a challenging thing to do. So he couldn't make it. You know, as we partner with Aberdeen Proving Ground, as much as we love our partners in uniform, the folks that are there for us day in and day out are their civilian counterparts, right? And that's their deputy commanders. So we picked up in September a new deputy commander for CECOM. She's been it's a pleasure for us to have her. She's a long-term, I think 27 years, coming up through the ranks from, you know, just sort of a low intern and all the way up. She's doing a fantastic job, and we look forward to working with her and leveraging her talent and her abilities for both sides of the fence. But if you can please join me and give a warm welcoming reception to Liz Miranda, our new Deputy Commander for CECOM.
It's my first time in Annapolis, although I've been in Harford County for 12 years now. Shame on me, I know. I told my husband a few, years ago, we have to just go just to see it, right? Everybody says it's beautiful. So tonight I'm going to go home and say it's as beautiful as they said, right? We have to definitely take time and go, but we have to plan for parking. Because rookie mistake, right? I knew I would have to be here between 6 and 7, right? I left APG at 4:48. I'm like, not counting 695 traffic, not counting that I had to look for parking for 20 minutes, right? Although Karen, thank you. I know we missed the valet thing, So thank you for making that happen, but I didn't know. So looked everywhere for parking. So now I know. Now I'm an expert, Annapolis tourist. So we'll be back to have a little bit of fun in the area. But again, thank you so much for having me here tonight. As our new Harford County Executive, Mr. Bob Cassidy mentioned, we do have a very strong relationship with our community. We cannot do what we do, right, without the support of your organizations, our industry partners, our associations, right, that are always and continuously supporting us. So just a little bit about, General Edmondson, who regrets not to be here, but he is definitely, I can assure you, he is not in another meeting. He's in Germany, working with partner nations and working with our allies to ensure that we are providing the best support to those countries and that we're doing everything possible to prepare ourselves, right? If there's an army need to respond to any threats in conflict. So he left yesterday, and I think he left around 6 o'clock last night, and at 3 o'clock in the morning our time he's texting. Don't ask me why I know that, because I was awake. But yeah, no, he's definitely regrettably not here, but he's definitely doing important work for our nation, right? And that's certainly why we have our best people supporting our military and our nation. It is definitely fantastic to be here after 3 years of, COVID. Everybody's over that, a long time ago, although we cannot forget that it's still around, right? But I'm glad that we're all here spending a little bit of time together. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank our local, state, and federal officials who always and continuously support our APG events. As you all know, again, one community, right, one team, and our workforce comes mostly from these communities. So it's really important that we continue to build those relationships. So thank you again for making our APG family part of yours. I would also like to take a moment, sir, to congratulate you on your selection to be the Harford County Executive. I know that we will certainly work closely together. Mr. Mazzello set the conditions, and he's he continues, right, in his retirement days, support the community, the county, and but he didn't leave just, took his stuff and left. He said, "Liz, you definitely have to, be part of that." So he's been coaching and helping me transition to my position. So I'm well prepared to continue what he, I'm not going to say started, but certainly dedicated so much of his time to do, because it's that important for us. When we talk about relationships and partnerships, we're fortunate to have many notable friends and partners among us in this room. And in fact, this year's featured organization, the Upper Chesapeake Health, has been an exceptional partner to APG for many years. And again, we have a huge workforce, right? And as we recognize their achievements, we cannot overlook the many times that they have supported and responded to emergencies within our installation, no matter how unique they were. So we appreciate and are extraordinarily grateful for that significant support, which allow us again to carry out our mission, which is to defend our nation. And I look forward to that continued growth from a partnership perspective. It is partnerships like that that help us to do what we do, and they are, we're able to truly live up to our name, which is Aberdeen Proving Ground, right? Proving every single day, day in and day out, that we have unique, essential, but truly extraordinary people and an extraordinary mission, and we're very proud of that. But we cannot do that alone, right? So we definitely need and are always looking for that next generation of soldiers and civilians to come to our ranks and support national defense. So in fact, and just, a little bit of announcement here, I'm just gonna take the opportunity that next week we will be at the Gaylord Hotel in Baltimore at the Black Engineer of the Year Award Career Fair. So if you know someone, all they have to do is Google Bea, and all of the information on how to apply, right, post their resumes for consideration. It's going to be a hybrid event, so they can do it virtually or in person. So we're always looking for that, again, next generation of great civilians and soldiers. In that particular event is a civilian career fair. So if you know of anyone that is interested, please let them know that we will be there. The Army will be there, and CECOM Aberdeen Proving Ground will be there. So again, thank you all for having me this evening. It's great. I know some of you. I'm looking forward to meeting more of you. So have a great time. But don't get the bottle, get the glass. But enjoy yourselves, and again, it's great to be part of this community. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Here to have as our featured organization, University of Maryland Upper Chesapeake Health. We've highlighted them several times over the years, and we thought that this year was appropriate. Actually, we thought last year was appropriate, but we got canceled because of COVID, so it's now this year. But it's still appropriate. They have a relatively new president and CEO, and they have some major projects that you're going to hear about. And I'd just like to say, she's not here tonight. I wish she was, but a good friend of a lot of ours, Rosemary Hayjack, said to me one time, there's a lot of great organizations in Harford County to support, and we know the Hayjacks have done that. But she said, but you can't have a great community without having great health care. So it's very, very important that we support Upper Chesapeake. So with that, I'd like to introduce...
And thanks for including Upper Chesapeake Health and Harford County Night in Annapolis. I was born and raised in Harford County, so I have a lot of pride to be in a room with so many people who have dedicated their lives to improving the community that I grew up in. And similarly, I'm here to introduce someone who has dedicated her life to improving the communities that she resides in as well. And that is first as a clinician working with patients that had just completed open heart surgery, and then through her administrative and leadership roles, most recently serving as the North Region President of the Lehigh Valley Health Network. And if she floats her way to the stage tonight, it's because her Eagles are in the Super Bowl. So we have a rooting interest now at Upper Chesapeake for the Super Bowl Sunday. But it gives me great joy and a pleasure to introduce our CEO and President, Elizabeth Wise.
Boy, Harford County, you really know how to throw a party. So, woohoo! As I was walking around the room, a couple people said to me, "You have an accent." I am from New Jersey. So when I start to talk, if the New Jerseyan woman comes out in me, so be it. I've been here for a year, and when I started this job, before I started, I said to our board chair, I have big shoes to fill. And he said, no, they're just different shoes with heels. So I'm honored to be with you today, and honored and humbled to serve in this community, and to live here as well in Hartford County. My boss, the president and CEO of the University of Maryland Medical System, says that every day we wake up thinking about the healthcare needs of the citizens of Maryland. And I can tell you that our team every day wakes up and thinks about how we can continue to bring additional healthcare services to Hartford County, to grow them by bringing new providers to the community, and also to expand our services based on what are the healthcare needs of Hartford County residents. And we pride ourselves on working with our partners across the county because we can't do it alone. And so we partner not only with the nonprofits in the community, but also our legislators, our city councils, our county executive, our delegates, and our senators. And I just want to say, before I talk a little bit about some of the projects we're doing, thank you so much for all of your support for us, whether it be for the Klein Family Hartford Crisis Center, or whether it be for other services that we offer and bring to our community. We are Upper Chesapeake Health, about a $500 million organization. We have a little over 3,100 team members that work with us. And the University of Maryland Medical System has invested $260 million in Harford County. That is an amazing amount of investment, and they will continue to invest in our county. The three main projects that I want to talk about today, and I won't go into a lot of detail because you'll see some of it scrolling up on the screen, involve three projects that will be finished around the same time, that we will open up in some time of this year, the end of the year, or the beginning of the first quarter of the next year, the calendar year. I'm going to start with Aberdeen. Woohoo! City of Aberdeen, okay. We have opened up a medical office building. We're calling it our Health and Wellness Center. And it involves not only physician practices like primary care, orthopedic care, cardiology. We also have rehab, we have wound care, and then we'll be opening up imaging and phlebotomy services, lab services. That is open now, except for the imaging and the lab. And then connected to it is the Aberdeen Medical Center that has an emergency room with short stay, what we call observation beds, and in and outpatient behavioral health services. University of Maryland Upper Chesapeake Health has invested a large amount of resources in meeting the mental health needs of our community. And that not only involves the crisis center, but also involves in Aberdeen a behavioral health pavilion where we will be able to offer a home-like setting to patients that have and need mental health services. So we're really excited about that and happy to be the provider of this important service in our community. In Bel Air, we have two projects that are ongoing. On top of the Patricia and Scott Kaufman Cancer Center, which is celebrating its 10-year anniversary this year. It's hard to believe that it's been 10 years. We are building 3 stories that will have in and outpatient beds and 1 floor that is available for future expansion and use. And then behind the Cancer Center near McPhail and Tollgate Road is something we're calling an ambulatory institute that has an ambulatory surgery center with short-stay surgeries, some outpatient practices, and a focus on orthopedic care, whether it be hand care, spine care, or joint care. So we are really excited about these projects. We're really excited about opening up access for our residents in the community. And our commitment is to continue to think about what are the healthcare needs of Harford County and continue to provide those services. So thank you very much, and thank you for your attention.
Ms. Miranda, Bob, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. That ends the formal program. The bar will stay open until 8 o'clock, so a few more time there. Be safe driving home tonight, and I'll end as I started. If we get economic development right, everything else will take care of itself. Thank you.